Clairen, I think Clairen's the most honest character in the game, and that's not very honest.
Yeah, I would agree with it. I'd actually say maybe Force, but between Force and Clairen, yeah.
I mean, Force,
and they're still
literally lying. I mean, Force's whole moveset is literally lying to you, so.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, the fair train's coming in. Oh, no.
Lots of fair. I don't feel like you always see that from Clairen, but Jorts.
I feel like Elliana and basically all the air characters in the game are the hardest characters in the game to play.
I can sort of see that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Elliana just has such a weird moveset.
Yeah, at the very least, I think the air characters overall are like the hardest to pick up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Jorts.
And you have to, like, when you're talking about what characters easy to play, you have to talk about different levels. Like, are they easy to play at low level, mid level, high level?
Right.
Like, very dependent on the level.
Oh no, that might be dead. Yeah.
That's death. Wow.
Really good stop mine there.
What? When was the last time I saw KitKat play?
I don't know. KitKat plays very sporadically, at least in tournaments.
I haven't seen them play in a while.
Yeah, she seems to play very sporadically, but always kind of hyped to see her.
Oh.
Sometimes just the raw up strong. That's all you need.
I feel like the Igus toaster kill screen is kind of rubbed me the wrong way every time.
You get used to it, I swear.
You get used to it. How long have you had that for?
A very long time. Like, too long to remember.
I don't think I've ever seen it on your stream. Especially during the RRC major.
I didn't do it for RRM, like I told you earlier with my music pack, because like I wanted to move professional, but now that we're back to the weeklies,
okay.
Are back.
The toasters are back.
Also, Jazz, for the record, neither of us really think that Clairen is honest, just comparatively honest.
Yeah, comparatively, like, Clairen kinda, like, every character in Rivals is a cheater.
For real. Yeah, every single character in this game just kind of evades their taxes on a regular basis. Clairen just does it slightly less.
Yeah, yeah.
As we're seeing right here, pretty even game. I think this matchup, at the very least,
KitKat has very good grab movement for an Elliana. KitKat has very good ground movement for an Elliana.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of interesting how they point that out. Like, I would say my grab movement's pretty good for an Ellie, but I also have mained a lot of different characters, so like I play a more fundamentals heavy Ellie than most. Because I don't only main her.
Yeah, I play Raster, which means I just mash.
True, I mean like, every Ellie will tell you they mash, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, but Raster's designed to be a masher, you see. Clairen's not supposed to be a masher though. Clairen's supposed to be like kind of the more intentional characters per se, because they can be easily whiff punished. You have to be really deliberate with your decisions. So, ooh, no DI.
Yeah. I'll also say, like, I think I know like Baby Meat's saying don't put Steam at center stage, and yeah, that's fair. But I think especially versus Clairen, you really need to be careful about where you put Steam. Like, a lot of the time, I'll only put down Steam in this matchup if I'm immediately gonna blow it away, because static Steam is just kind of a free imitation for no fun zone. It's very rarely actually going to be a serious threat to Clairen.
I feel like Steam's kind of weak, to be honest. I only use it for like Steam camping.
There are situations where Steam is really good. Like, it's good versus a couple characters, like especially ones that can't mash out.
Like what? Like
it's really good versus Force, because Force doesn't have a fast enough move to escape it. But ground Steam sucks. You should never really put it like just on the ground unless it's like a platform. But yeah, again, it's like a really awkward matchup for Ellie because like no fun zone. If it ends up getting up, it removes a lot of Ellie's neutral tools.
Oh my god, the counter, yeah. Is that what you call the counter, the no fun zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you can't miss.
It's really bad for Ellie. Like Ellie, primarily a projectile user, just gets kind of validated. So I feel like this would be a pretty tough matchup for Ellie.
I think it can at the very least be really annoying, but definitely not unwinnable by any means. Because Ellie's still gonna.
I don't think any game is unwinnable.
No, definitely not.
Like even like, I'm not a professional Cragmate, and I'm not Kusi, but I don't think any matchup in this game is unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination. Even the worst ones like Crag Ori. And people like to argue about which character is the best, but honestly, it's so close that it's not even worth bothering talking about. Like, generally the top 4, like, the general consensus for the top 4 in this game are Raster, Maple, Absol, and Ori, but you could honestly switch the order between them, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
how, like...
honestly, I feel like a lot of players will still switch one of them out for their top 4, and they'll put in, like, Zeta or something instead.
Yeah, so, like, it just goes to show how kind of balanced as the game Rivals is.
Yeah, there's just a few matchups here and there that are going to be a bit more annoying than others, and I think at least when you're playing it for the first time, this matchup can be one of those, because you kind of lose access to a few of your tools. As Ellie?
Ellie, somewhat frequently, like, on, like, mostly casual, but I think Ellie's just personally a really awkward character.
She's
Like,
awkward to start out with. Once you learn, like, a couple confirms, though, and you kind of get used to the feeling of, like, hovering and controlling missile, you're pretty much good to go. Everything else, for the most part, flows pretty naturally.
Yeah, well, by definition, the more you play a character, the more less awkward they'll be. That goes for anything. But I think on the surface, Elliana is definitely like one of the more awkward characters in the game. This match is going on for a while. Not much has happened, to be honest.
Yeah, and like I kind of get that. This is a matchup where, as Ellie, like you generally want to play really slow. Like I just mentioned earlier, I main both these characters, so I understand both sides of the matchup. Like okay. As Ellie, you need to play pretty slow because you can't really risk proccing no fun zone, and if you do, you literally just have to stop playing the game because, like, if you get a punish in no fun zone, you cannot follow up because you don't have access to minor missile.
It seems really annoying as an Elliana.
It's extremely annoying, yeah. Which is why a lot of Ellies will have to play this matchup super slow, but then Clairen in turn just also going to play super slow. Because, like, you don't want to feel like approaching Ellie, dealing with missile spam and everything.
Yeah, Jorts have a pretty sizable lead, yeah. But as you know, Elliana can easily, even at this level, like even like Elliana at this level can easily just take it away.
KitKat just barely missing the salt mine right there. But
is that what it's called, the salt mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really accustomed to the Rivals traditions, even though I have been playing this game for a while.
Gotcha. Yeah, salt mine's the mine drop. Strong's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
That's a pretty fitting name. Oh, the no fun zone in the middle of the stage. That's pretty bad for Elliana.
Yeah, look at that. See, like you try to put missile, or mine, because that's like your instinctual parry punish when you're not in overheat, and nothing happens.
That's. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing.
I mean, no, because no fun zone is kind of hard to get up. So oh my god.
Yep, there we go. Yep, Elliana has a lot of confirms out of up tilt.
Yeah, seriously. You can do like anything you want out of up tilt, and it's probably gonna work.
Imagine Elliana's grab in Rivals 2. Like, what would it be like?
If it actually.
What would it be horizontal? Like,
I feel like if up tilt was still a command grab, that'd be really funny. Imagine like short hop and then just like waveland up tilt as like a pseudo tomahawk. That'd be so funny.
Elliana up tilt already a command grab?
I mean in Rivals you don't really think about command grabs as like command grabs, I guess, because there's no shields.
I mean, it is a grab since you can choose what direction you send them.
I consider it a command grab just because like grabs in this game already sort of break the mold a little bit.
Yeah.
The only one that actually functions like a grab is if we're being technical here,
Clairen.
is like Clairen's, yeah.
I mean, Elliana is literally grabbing you, to be fair.
Yeah, no, she does. I still consider it one. It's just weird in this game to talk about command grabs because there's not any blocking for them to beat most of the time.
Oh, the down tilt not connecting. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a common issue with Ellie. If they're like a little bit behind you, a lot of the time they'll slip out a detail too. So you need to kind of throw something else in there and try to mix them
Rivals
up.
only hits are pretty inconsistent.
That's platform fighters. Ooh. Really good, yeah. KitKat making the stop my connect there. I think it's important, like, this is a really good Clairen stage, but in my opinion, it's also one of Ellie's best stages.
stage is the most volatile stage in the game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I do not like the stage, especially against Absa. Have you ever played against Penguins Absa on the stage?
I don't think I've ever played against Penguins Alpha, period, so thankfully no.
Every time I play against Penguin, every time I play against Penguin, whenever it goes to game 3, he always picks the stage and I always end up getting destroyed. So I am not a fan of the stage. And I'm not sure what other people think of the stage, but I'm just speaking from personal experience. All right.
Yeah, gets the power. I think Jorts have been relying really heavily on Dare and neutral. It's definitely a bit of a Clairen stereotype. I think Jorts is actually kind of new to the character. Used to be a Rano main and is now just kind of waiting for like Malo to come out, as far as I know. Ooh, that is a dead Clairen. Yikes. That's the thing with upfield, sometimes if you don't DI that properly, and like if you get mixed up, you're just dying to that. Here we go, up tilt dimension? Or no, up air dimension, sorry.
Alright, sorry, I had to do something for a little bit.
No worries.
Alright, I think I have to go in like 30 minutes. It's getting late.
Alright.
Hopefully we'll be able to commentate most matches by then. Alright. So what has happened?
Yeah, I think, it got a really wacky up tilt kill, because Ellie up tilt.
Oh, that's Elliana!
That's what one could call the Elliana. And that's the thing, yeah, again, these games really kind of slow as hell, because this matchup be like that.
Yeah, it may be slow, but is it a menace game?
Thankfully no, it is not in fact a menace game.
Have you ever played against Menace's Shovel Knight?
I don't think I have, no, but I saw a Shovel Knight combo video.
If you think his Edelus is bad, you haven't seen anything yet. Alright. Oh, the fair, a lot of fair trains from Jorts.
Yeah. And this could be rough. Clairen recovery. Definitely not one of the better ones, at the very least.
Is it really that bad? I always have a hard time edge guarding Clairen.
It's really difficult to use properly. I'm not sure how it is for Raster. I think it might be a little tricky for Raster to deal with it.
I think, yeah, the thing with Raster is that Raster's edge guarding actually is pretty lackluster, considering he doesn't have any strong grounded options. So he kind of has to go out a little bit. So I'm not sure about that. But
gotcha. Because yeah, I think the main thing is like it's really hard to land without having a ton of lag. A lot of the time you're forced to like either save your air dodge, which is difficult because Clairen has bad air friction, or do an edge cancel off the ledge, which if you mess that up, and it's really easy to mess it up, then you just instantly die.
Well, I assume on this ledge you won't die since there's a stage below you.
If you can use the inner ledge, the inner platform ledges.
Yeah, I was gonna say the inner platform
on the
ledges.
stages, but on most stages you don't have that luxury. KitKat really is just steam camping. I mean, I don't
blame them. I don't blame them. I would do the same if I was in this. If I was in this position.
Same. Oh shit.
That's it. That's it. Yep. The toaster.
Yeah, and Jorts got toasted. Gonna be going to losers bracket now.